video, I'm going to give you 7 tips for better sounding chords. Before we get started, hit the red subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and that way you'll hear about my lessons when I post them, because you don't want to miss any of these. Rule number 1, don't overthink it. If you're playing away and most of the strings sound pretty good, but you got that one sort of dead sounding string, don't obsess over that string. Just practice these chords, get your fingers in the right place, and eventually your fingers may gain the strength and the flexibility they need to get all of the strings clear, including that one dead string. Now, if you've been playing it for a little while and it's still kind of dead, I'll give you some more tips. So tip number 2, press harder. I know that seems kind of simple, but think about this. You're taking your tender fingertips and pressing them into steel or nylon, and it's natural to pull back a little bit. You don't want to do that. You want to press harder so that you can get a nice clear sound. Now, having said that, there is pressing too hard. So if your fingertips are turning white, or if you're experiencing a lot of pain, then you're pressing too hard. Try this. Try a C chord, press as hard as you can, and then lift up a little bit. And you still should have a clear sound. Practice that on several chords. Number 3, use your fingertips. So you'll notice when I do that C chord, I have a nice arch to my fingers because I'm using my fingertips. And that will give you a much stronger sound because you've got more strength if you're coming from the top, or as these chords are showing you, slightly at an angle, okay? A lot more strength that way. And I don't know if you can see my fingertips, but I have permanent dents in my fingertips, and that's because I play with my fingertips. Don't lean your fingers too much. That is rule number 4. So let's go back to the C chord. If you're playing a C chord and you're leaning your fingers back a little bit, you're going to get this kind of sound, okay? And that's because your other fingers are interfering with the ringing of the strings. So you want to bring your fingers up so that you have, again, that nice arch. Okay? Number 5. Pull your thumb up on open chords. So if you're playing open chords like this, and let's see if I can get the angle here, right? And your thumb is on the back here, that's a lot of pressure on your thumb. Now you may be able to get a clear sounding chord just using that part of your thumb. And actually that is the only support you're going to get when you're playing bar chords. So it's not impossible, but you'll get a lot more support if you pull your thumb up and put the neck of the guitar in this part of your hand so that you've got all of this to support your chord. Now I'm not saying pull it up as far as you can. Pull it back just a little bit, but just try to get a little more of your hand into the chord. Now I warn you, this will only work with open chords. Once you get to bar chords, that's a completely different animal. Speaking of bar chords, rule number 6. If you're a beginner, don't play bar chords. Stick to the open chords. Those are the chords that employ open strings as part of the chord. Bar chords are sort of the next step up, and they take a little more strength to get a nice, clear sounding chord. If you've been playing for a while, by all means, learn some bar chords. They're versatile, they're fun, and they're a good thing to know when you're a guitar player. But if you're a beginner, stick to the open chords, and your chords are going to sound a lot better. And number 7, the most important one, practice. I know I say this in a ton of my videos, but it's absolutely true. The more you practice, the stronger and more flexible your fingers will be, and the better your chords will sound. So there you go, 7 tips for getting better sounding chords. Please check out the rest of the lessons on my channel here. I teach for beginning and intermediate players on guitar. I also teach ukulele and mandolin. Check out jamieanderson.com if you want to find out more about my original music, if you want to sign up for private Skype lessons. And check out Patreon. It's a great platform where you can support the work that I do. For as little as $5 a month, you'll get great benefits like exclusive live streams and a look at videos before I post them to YouTube. I'll put a link underneath here. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.